Alright, so today I'm going to go ahead and use the tractor to start skidding some trees from the woods. So I basically have my cone here to help make sure that as I skid the tree with the cable, it doesn't get hung up on anything. Got a PV, a bar, straight bar, sawzall, and my chainsaw. So I'm going to grab one more steel bar just in case I need it. But yeah, so time to go in. You might be able to tell the snow is starting to melt. So what I want to do is just basically make sure that I get started and get the furthest trees on the property skidded back towards the clearing here. Yeah, just to make sure that I don't get stuck in mud come springtime. So it's 1st of March, and it's definitely time to start buckling down and stop fooling around here in the clearing area, which I can do with any piece of equipment, to make sure I use the tractor and get it out and finish those poles before the ground thaws and I get stuck. So got my chains on and see how it goes today. All right, so this is exactly what I was afraid of. So basically I was coming this way and going in towards the woods there, and this area obviously it's muddy and can't see from under the snow, but that wheel is in some mud. So it's March 1st. Like I said before I started the day, you can tell that the ground is starting to defrost, and right here this wheel is probably, the top of the wheel is almost level with the ground here. So it definitely went in a lot, and you can tell there's water under there, so it is starting to thaw out. Problem is, even though with chains, it looks like this is mud now, and this is what I want to avoid, but this wheel is spinning in the mud, and whoa, see, my foot just went right in. Anyway, the problem is the winch that I'm moving around with. It is now up against the this frozen ground here, so as I try to back out, it seems like it's bottoming out, so that's stopping me from reversing right out. So this wheel has the traction on it. So what I'm going to do is just use those traction racks. I'm going to use those 2 traction racks right there and go ahead and put them underneath the rear wheels here, and hopefully I can back out and hopefully clear this winch. So see how it goes. So that doesn't look like there's a recording, but I was able to winch myself out using those logs there. I tied my line around it and put the winch down low, and I was able to pull myself out. So yeah. Okay, so I pretty much got rid of most of the limbs off of this pine here. So probably the biggest width pine at the base that I've cut down so far. Actually, there may be one more, but I think yeah, I think this is actually the biggest one. So the challenge now is camp is right this way. So right now it's obviously facing away from the clearing. So what I'm gonna have to do somehow is get the nose as much as possible pointing that way, and end up skidding through the woods instead of following the trail. So the trail is here, and if I go this way, there's going to be a sharp left-hand turn, and obviously 10, 20, 30, 40, this is probably 50, 60 footer. So right at the tip is 10 inches in diameter. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use it as one piece, but it's a pretty straight tree here, so I want to get it back to the clearing in one piece. So I think I have 100 or 160 feet of cable, so I'm going to back the tractor up probably another 40 feet or somewhere in that range, make sure I can get the end of the cable onto this, and then go ahead and there's a couple of options. Right now it drops off pretty steep there, so I don't want to be on the far side of the tree delimbing it. So one option is to get a pulley on this tree here. One option is to get a pulley on this tree here, and the tractor could be where it's at now, and go ahead and try to get the nose more into the woods area. So pointing in the right direction is going to be the goal. So that, or I just go straight out. It'll pass this cluster of trees right here a little bit, and then I can stop it here somehow and winch the end in going this way to try to aim it at the clearing as much as possible. So by the time it meets the pathway, I'll be at least at a maybe 15-20 degree angle, and then I can pull it and continue along the path back to the clearing. So let's see how that works. Alright, so I got this tree moved around 20 feet. So the stump is somewhere right there, and it's coming along pretty good. I got hung up on a tree that was here. It's around 2.5 inch diameter, but I didn't have the cone on the end, and the tip of this tree got stuck on it, so I cut it out. Here it is right here. So that's the one that actually stopped it and shifted the tractor a little bit more on its side. I'm standing on the uphill side, but the winch is very powerful. I had to turn down the RPMs, but it's very powerful. And then when the tree got to here, the cone was out front, but the cone ended up cracking as it hit the base here. So that cone more than likely is made for apparently light duty logs. So not sure what to do with the situation how it is now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a pry bar, pry it out a little bit, because it stopped here again. I'm not sure if there's something sticking out, so I'm gonna pry it away from this tree, the cluster of trees here, make sure it's free, and then move the tractor up a little more, get it on level ground, and take it from there.